Lend me your energy, my friends. Come on, give me your energy. It doesn't work that easily, does it? Well, today, let's talk about how to really boost your energy levels. How's it going, guys? Troy here from Fit Track Coaching, where we help busy parents and professionals over the age of 40 live longer, stronger, and healthier lives simply with the power of habits. And that's the real trick, isn't it? We're going with habits. Small, tiny things we can do day by day to boost our energy levels. In my experience, there's 3 areas that we can tap into to boost energy. And we're going to talk about that today. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can keep up with all of our videos as we roll them out. First thing we can do before we try to boost our energy is to improve the way we recharge our batteries. Now, it doesn't matter if you're rocking the most up-to-date iPhone or the most powerful muscle car. A drained battery is a drained battery, and you're going to go nowhere. So, how do we recharge the batteries within ourselves? Well, our recharging station is the bedroom. It's sleeping. So, how do we optimize our sleeping patterns? First off, optimize the sleeping environment. If you are a neat freak and if you are organized and you are on top of everything, keep that room as clean and as streamlined and as minimalistic as possible. You do not want to create anxiety into your mind with the clutter. On the other hand, maybe you're like me and you really don't mind an unmade bed. In fact, you probably are like an inner dragon that likes to go into their cave of blankets and pillows. Well, in that case, don't make your bed so uptight and tidy and uncomfortable to get situated in, where you're gonna be rolling around like a dog to get your blanket right anyway. In fact, double down on it. Add more blankets. In fact, create a rotation of blankets and throws and comforters that you could switch throughout the entire year as the seasons roll on. Better yet, add more pillows, add one to your head, add one to your side, add one that you can hug, add one that you could raise your head, lower your head, divide between you and your sleeping partner who may have a different body temperature during sleep than you. On that note, some commonalities between a tighter, cleaner room and a mountain of cushion is the light, the sound, and the temperature of sleeping. Those have to be optimized as well. So for instance, you might want to prefer doing different warmer colors inside your bedroom environment, less blues and hyper whites. Speaking of hyper white, you definitely want to minimize your hyper white light exposure from smartphones, from computers, from TVs. If your smartphone has a night mode setting built in, please switch that on. If you're the type of person who needs to read a Nook or a Kindle to go to bed, definitely make sure that switch is set. Finally, adjust the thermostat to your preferences. You gotta create that balancing act between comfortable in your comforters and thermostat temperature. So rule of thumb, most of the time people prefer temperatures around 65 to 70 degrees, but play with it, figure out what works for you. One energy thing people don't talk about often is social energy. In fact, the proverbial social battery. People don't have much of an understanding of it, mainly because we all have different types of social batteries and they're optimized in different environments. For instance, if you've ever heard of an introvert, we're realizing now through research that introversion doesn't always mean shyness. It just simply means that social energy, your social battery, gets tapped, used, and drained in social environments. Now, if it's a social environment introvert wants to be in, it drains a little slower. If it's a social environment the introvert doesn't want to be in, it'll drain faster. So having awareness of that makes it so if you're a bit more introverted, you kind of will pick your battles and will know when it's time to step away and recharge the social battery. On the other hand, extroverts are more thought of to be bombastic, to be social butterflies, to always want to be in the action, be where everyone is. Well, you're not completely off. Extroversion is essentially a person whose social battery recharges in social environments. Once again, if they want to be in that environment, it charges faster than if they didn't want to be in that environment in the first place. More common than not, a lot of us are ambiverts, meaning we have certain environments that drain our energy, we have certain environments that increase our energy. So for the sake of optimization, no environments will charge you up, and make sure you have regular appointed times in those environments, and understand what environments drain you. So either go in there more prepared or schedule those accordingly so you're not always going to get drained. Little bonus tip. We're talking about social circles and social environments where talking big picture, places, events, things like that. But keep in mind, in a more intimate setting, your social circles will also play into these factors. If you have certain friends that drain you, have an understanding of that, have an awareness of that. Budget your time with them accordingly. If you have friends that will charge you every single time you see them, make sure you have regular times with them so you can always recharge that battery. A good social circle that lifts you up, whoo, the energy will just skyrocket. Finally, and the most obvious one, we can talk about eating fundamentals. Now, we're not going to go deep into specific diets or specific foods or specific prescriptions of eating. That's not the scope of this video. We're going to hamper on some fundamentals that all good eating patterns have. First off, hydration. You gotta stay hydrated. Most really successful eating plans will have a emphasis on minimally processed food. So whole foods such as lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, carbs that are closer to their original counterpart, such as rice, potato, things like that, where you don't have that much processing in each of the food. That tends to give more sustained energy than overly processed foods like chips, candy, and treats. And I know we covered a lot, and I gotta leave it at that. So once again, thank you for watching this video. If you have additional questions, pop them into the comments below. Once again, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to FitTrack Coaching, and we'll keep you up to date on all of our healthy tips, tricks, and strategies. This has been Coach Troy. I'll talk to you soon.